Welcome to the CFB Breakdown Show, the only place where we keep it real, just raw passion, loud takes, and everything you need to get hyped about college football. It's that time of year, grills fired up, beers cold, and the debate about who's actually good is louder than ever. Forget the name brands, forget the hype, it's all about who's earning it on the field week in, week out. Some days we dive deep into the chaos. Some days we break down the stats that actually mean something, and sometimes, we celebrate the legends who built this game. So grab a beer or two, or a 12-pack. Buckle up, and let's get after it. This is the CFB Breakdown Show. Today, we're unveiling the real Week 10 Top 25. No bias, no hype, just pure performance. Every spot on this list is earned, not handed out, built on what truly wins games: offensive precision, defensive toughness, and scoreboard control. Our rankings come from a weighted performance model that fuses results, efficiency, and strength of competition. Each team's score reflects win percentage, point differential, and advanced strength of schedule, plus key context like head-to-head results, non-conference tests, and opponent strength. The outcome? A fair, data-driven ranking that rewards both dominance and the grind. Forget the logos. Forget the legacy. This list is about who's delivering right now. So pull up the stats, drop the excuses, because, just like the game itself, the numbers don't play favorites. And at the very top, nothing changes because nothing should. Ohio State stays number 1 at 8-0, continuing to look like the nation's most complete team with a dominant plus 29-point differential, a top-tier strength of schedule. The Buckeyes keep rolling. Right behind them comes the shockwave of the season, Indiana at number 2. The Hoosiers are 9-0, ranked second in the AP, and putting up video game numbers: 418 total points, a 35-point average margin of victory, and a 9-game heater that has Bloomington buzzing like never before. It's already the greatest start in program history. Texas A&M holds the third spot, undefeated at 8-0 with a resume that includes a win over Notre Dame. The Aggies may not be flashy, but they are absolutely controlling their path heading into November. BYU follows at number 4, continuing a 6-week climb up the board. The Cougars remain unbeaten and sit firmly in command of the Big 12 race under Kalani Sitake. Rounding out the top group is Texas Tech at number 5, sitting at 8-1 with a capped-out plus 30 scoring margin and one of the most balanced efficiency profiles in the country. The Big 12, make no mistake, has 2 legitimate playoff threats. From there we move into the power cluster. Ole Miss checks in at number 6, Alabama slides in right behind at number 7, and Georgia holds steady at number 8. All 3 SEC powers sitting at 7-1 or better, and all very much alive in the playoff hunt. Alabama's 7-game win streak gives them momentum, while Georgia and Ole Miss continue stacking victories that keep them in the national conversation. Notre Dame climbs back to number 9, reaching 8-1 and riding a 6-game win streak as the metrics finally catch up to their on-field improvement. At number 10, SMU breaks into the top tier with an offense firing on all cylinders and a 3-game streak that strengthens an already solid resume. In the middle of the rankings, Oklahoma lands at number 11, followed by Utah, Louisville, Pitt, and Tennessee, all sitting at 7-2 and all bringing different strengths to the table, keeping each of them firmly in the mix for postseason positioning as we enter November's chaos. The next stretch sees Miami taking the 16th spot after a tough drop, followed by Michigan at 17, Missouri at 18, USC at 19, and Cincinnati at 20. Michigan and USC are both trending upward thanks to multi-game win streaks, while Missouri and Cincinnati slide slightly after recent losses, but still have the numbers to remain inside the top 20. The final tier begins with Navy at 21, Boise State at 22, and Memphis at 25, 3 group of 5 programs fighting through the usual strength of schedule penalties, yet producing metrics strong enough to demand inclusion. Virginia enters at 23 riding a 7-game surge, while Georgia Tech rounds out the group at 24, hanging on despite taking a step back after last week's stumble. And with all that laid out, remember, the first CFP rankings drop tomorrow, November 4th. So buckle up. November football is here, and the playoff race is about to catch fire. All right, that's a wrap for this episode of the CFB Breakdown Show. Whether we tore into this week's chaos, soaked up some legendary stories, or geeked out on the numbers, I appreciate you rolling with me on this wild ride. You're not just listeners, you're family. So go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and share this show with anyone who lives and breathes college football like we do. I'll catch you next time with more fireworks, more madness, and yeah, some stats too, but mostly just straight up fun chaos. Until then, keep yelling at your TV, keep repping your team, and remember, football's a hell of a drug. Quick FYI, I had a little help from AI this episode, so if a fact or two is off, don't call the fact-check police. It's all about telling stories and having a good time. So, stay loud, stay proud, and I'll catch you soon.